How to create a room and will do to create a table of room ID, user ID, because multiple platforms. So each user will have their own room ID, so rooms numbers. So to differentiate it, so that's the reason we take the user ID reference. In my whole project, user ID will be the common part. Then room number, whatever the number he will give it to it, like 101, 001. Room occupancy is nothing but whether room is occupied with someone else or it is free. To know the status of the room, so that's the reason we have kept the room occupancy and the price of the room. They can see the status. Want to remove it, they can be here is the delete part. So that's the create. So for this already I have written the code for the database. The code for the data simply use the UI part and you can create. Where I have created the room ID, which is an auto increment, user ID, which we will be getting it, and the room number will be the purpose the user will be allocating it, and its price. User occupancy is defaultly 0. Here 0 means the 0 indicates nothing but room is free. So let us occupancy indicates room is free and 1 indicates room is filled. One is room is occupied. This is a simple case we need to understand. That's it. And the status we always it is equals to anytime he can delete it. So that's here the DB told increment value is the room ID incrementing is the unique key and the table is the room. So to create this table, what we need to do, this is not the table actually. Here you go with the hotel API. So localhost I have not created it, just I have written it, I have left it as it is. You go with localhost, then I need to navigate to hotel API, then I need to db, then I need to, once it is done, this room has array values is done. Setup kind of thing, create some index page 404, give the links. So in fact as is we will get the as we got here in room we'll get three things. So user ID, room number, three columns we will do same thing. Code will be copied many times. This will be user ID, next will be my room number, email, room price. Now as usual we'll check whether there is empty or, and then do our function here because user ID not of empty. If it is not, then we need to do send rs, because here you go, my log is if enters a same room number then he should get a warning kind of thing. If it is not, he can register with this register the room. This is the here we have whether it already if this room number exists or not. This db where user ID is equals to this user ID or user ID this, and also the room number we are getting the data dollar room check equals to rows. So if there is number of rows, then dollar room check, then if we get a number, then what does it mean? This room already stating that this room number already we need to insert the value. That's the okay. So to insert as usual data, take it, we'll push it array with username, user ID, and next thing is room number, as next thing as price. Rest of these are not required actually, we have already defined it, but also we will define this occupancy. It is always like 0 whenever we are adding, status is always equal. So when at the time of login I have the status. Okay, so here get the username, number of rows. Okay, so here we need to check the status all as well. So that's the reason what I need to do control, because if we have banned that user, then what's the case? Then it should show an error status equals to 1, right? Check number of rows. Here password is not, then we are entering into it, right? So here only we are checking it out. Status is also equals to 1 or not. If status is equals to 1, then well and good. And also at the time of registering sign up, we need to check whether that username already exists or not, email ID is already exist or not. That's it. If they are already exist, then we tell them where user email ID with status we need to check it out with status, so that what will happen if he has deactivated it and again he want to reactivate it, and he can't reactivate. So that's the reason with that same thing, same email ID and same credentials, so he can able to again he can able to create it. So that will be the main intention of this, checking the status. If status is equals to 0 and status number of rows will get always username exists here this, and status is equals to 1. If it is equals to, because this status need a little bit. So what I will do right now, we will not check this status right now, discuss about this status, we will discuss it in later when I feel that it's required, then otherwise it's right now. This is the data $db insert in room. What I need data dollar, if dollar create, if it is created, then tell the response added. Need to add one block stating the network error. Test it. Now it's time to check test the of this. Here you go with the to get our URL. So what will be the URL? This will be the URL here. Test API, and you go with pasted it out. Add room. The one more here user ID there, like user ID and room number. Then need to add your price. You need three things we are requesting the user. We'll take these three values required for this. So user ID here will be 1, number is like, and the price INR. This is the name, simple thing. If anything is empty, then you will get the error as usual. Here we have recenter all. Hope works good to the 404 error. Here hotel was Mufti. Here you go within the data again, because number is an on clause where is already users from room. That's the reason copy pasting the code also. Room added such here that, so if I want to add the same room right now, what it show me an error telling that I added it again room number. So right now this code has perfect, and hope the day 4 video has success. Next video day 5 video editing. Here missed with the view of rooms. Need to add view. You have not given rooms. So view rooms, that's the reason one day has increased. View part has not here also. So 2 days has been for doing part check. So hope this video helpful for you. Tune to please subscribe.